Alright, everyone, now that the LEGO Jurassic Park 30th anniversary sets are out, I figured I'd do a grand video on every LEGO Jurassic World / Park set to ever come out. You know, starting off with that Pteranodon and Masrani sets. And next up, this was an awesome set. This was the Jeep before the LEGO Jurassic Park Jeep, except it was blue. So that was cool to get. And, this was probably the best one of 2015 because it was the most movie accurate. Was the mobile vet unit, and it's the only way to get an adult Delta figure as well, so that's extremely cool to have that. And then we had this one. This was pretty nice, although it wasn't really movie accurate at all. There was never a T-Rex being captured by the transporter thing. The Indominus Rex set, that was amazing, and if you have it, you have one of the rarest LEGO dinosaur figures. One of, I say. Not the rarest, but then this set was also good to get. The only way to get Barry as well, even though he was in Dominion, and the only way to get adult Echo and Charlie. So I'm pretty happy I have that one. I'm happy I have all of them, to be honest. And then Fallen Kingdom came out. It was a 3-year gap between collecting the LEGO sets. Stiggy is very cute, to be honest. It's the only brown Stygimoloch you can get as well. Then next up, we had Blue. This set wasn't entirely worth it to get, but I got it just because I wanted to collect all of them. Because Blue, this exact same Blue, was released in the Lockwood Manor set with Indoraptor. So it was what's really the point if you want Indoraptor? But this Carnotaurus set, that was amazing. I love the Carnotaurus and the foliage in the background with the gyrosphere and that vehicle. But yeah, this was the Indoraptor set. Indoraptor is probably one of the rarest dinosaur molds now, considering we've had the re-release of Triceratops now, re-release of Indominus Rex. So this is actually the oldest mold that hasn't been used. But then this is our first Dilophosaurus that looked like the original Jurassic Park one with those colors. And the new baby one has actually been based off those colors, so that's cool. And this was our first LEGO Jurassic Park set. Really happy I have that so I can put with the Visitor Center set. Then this, probably one of the best T-Rex paint schemes LEGO has ever done, to be honest. I wish they would do more of that one. Or actually no, because they always do new paint schemes, so I don't want more of the exact same one. I like it rare. And this was our first baby Dilophosaurus look. Then next up, we had our first Baryonyx figure. I'm surprised they didn't release it in 2018, considering it was in Fallen Kingdom. But this is kind of the closest thing you're going to get to an Indoraptor toy, unless they make a white LEGO Indoraptor. But this is super cool. The big grand baby of all LEGO sets. This was double the cost of the Lockwood Manor, so yeah, I'm really happy I had that because the gates are amazing. So is the T-Rex too. This was the very first re-release of the Triceratops and in green paint, so they finally found the mold for that again. This is the only way to get all the Velociraptors, unless you got them in 2015, but those are as babies. And the volcano in that set was super awesome. This was our first look at a LEGO Bumpy, what it would look like, except it's got kind of different colors from what it actually ended up looking like. Now this set was worth it. The truck, it looked not great, to be honest, but the Gallimimus is the only Gallimimus to release, and they haven't made that for LEGO Jurassic Park 30th anniversary sets, which is surprising. And Ankylosaurus also hasn't been remade yet. The Indominus Rex was worth getting though, and the Gyrosphere was awesome. In case you didn't have the Indominus Rex already, I mean I did, but it was cool because I kind of have the twin Indominus Rexes now. You know how they mentioned twins. And then we had the LEGO Camp Cretaceous sets. They didn't really call it Camp Cretaceous, but it was obvious it was, because we had Brooklyn, we had Ben. Don't forget Bumpy, and also that remade Stygimoloch with green paint. And then we had this one with Darius and that T-Rex. This is going to be awesome to use with the Visitor Center because the actual T-Rex in that set looks really tiny. So that's an accurate T-Rex representation. But this was Toro, Kenji, and Sammy, so it was really good to get that set. And then we had Grim. It is Grim, right? Yeah, it is Grim. And with Yaz, Darius, and for some reason they included Owen and Claire in these sets. I don't know why, just for all the audience to buy. And then Dominion came out, and I was super excited to buy these sets, except, to be honest, I don't know, they weren't up to the standard quality that LEGO had done for, say, Fallen Kingdom and all that. I feel they were a bit of a letdown. Say the Atrociraptor, right? Those guys in the movie, they're meant to be bulkier than the Velociraptor, yet they're half the size of the actual raptor mold. in Lego. So like you see this blue, it's way smaller than it. You know, I feel everything was a bit off with this. This is why I kind of became a Mattel collector during the Dominion line. But Quetzalcoatl Atlas was amazing. This was a very good Lego mold. But like, yeah, I think when Scorpius Rex toys came out from Mattel, I was like, I'm converting to Mattel. I didn't convert because I still collect all the Lego, but it was like I needed to start becoming a Mattel collector to get all the species Lego's never gonna make. Because like Therizinosaurus, it was just an interactive mold. It wasn't the greatest, and Giga was just an Indominus Rex remake. So like, you know, and even they just did Nazutoceratops dirty. It was just a Triceratops. Like honestly, but yeah, when they made Scorpius Rex for Mattel, I realized they're never going to make a Lego Scorpius Rex, right? They were just repainting stuff for the Camp Cretaceous stuff. So, you know, it was like, I need to start collecting some Mattel toys to complete species in my collection. But this set, though, this was actually pretty amazing for the lineup. Although it wasn't Dominion, it was Jurassic Park. So I'm pretty happy I had that one. But speaking of Jurassic Park, finally moving on to the 30th anniversary sets. Now, this Velociraptor Escape set, people are quite disappointed because who wants a 4+ set when it's the 30th anniversary, right? We're adult collectors at this point, basically. At least I am. I'm not sure about you guys. But yeah, like, come on. Little babies, you know, adults want to collect the Jurassic Park line, you know? But, yeah, at least Robert Muldoon comes in. That's our first Robert Muldoon, so we can finally have that. This Triceratops, I like the old Lego Dino one better. This Brachiosaurus, it could have been brown, but you know, I'm still happy to get a Brachiosaurus finally. The Visitor Center, though, looks absolutely gorgeous. I'm really excited to get that. Obviously, it's not the full Visitor Center. It's like a half one, like the Lockwood Manor. But it kind of makes sense, you know. What else were they going to do? A D2C set? I mean, they could have. But yeah, let's go back in time all the way to the Lego Dino sets. These were the original molds that helped push out the Jurassic World sets. So we didn't really get Coelophyses. It did come out in a polybag though. But yeah, like these molds, like the Pteranodon and stuff. Now this brown Pteranodon was actually one of the few Lego Dino sets I managed to pick up, and I'm very happy because of that brown Pteranodon in Jurassic Park 3. So I basically have that. There was also this Raptor. You know, it's not too special if you're collecting Jurassic World ones. But this Triceratops, I didn't get it, but I bought just the Triceratops alone off eBay because I was like, this is too special not to get, especially, and this was in the era that they hadn't remade the Triceratops yet, so I was like, I have to get a Triceratops. This T-Rex is pretty cool. You could have it as like doe or something because it has the tiger stripes, and this one could be like buck. This was the grand set. This was like the Indominus Rex escape set, except it had a bunch of dinosaurs. It had the Velociraptor, T-Rex, and Coelophyses. Then there was this exclusive set. I don't know if you guys know about, but it was a green Pteranodon. Kind of wish I had that, but you know, there's not really a green Pteranodon in the movie, so I'm kind of fine. This, I really wanted this. I entered the competitions. There's only 500 of these made. I didn't get it, unfortunately. It goes for like $4,000 on eBay, so I'm not paying that. Maybe when I'm like mega rich one day, I might buy it if it's still somewhere in the world, you know. But then I kind of skimmed over the junior sets. These came out in 2018. These are actually pretty good because we got a Jurassic World Gates, had some lava with this one, although they were just the 2015 repaints. So it was kind of good. If you missed out on those, you could kind of get them. Then we had a random green Velociraptor. Kind of made people think a green Velociraptor was going to be in Fallen Kingdom, but never appeared. And then next up, here are the polybags. This is what I was talking about. Coelophyses was released in this set, except it was called Gallimimus for some odd reason. But luckily, they remade Gallimimus. And then this Dr. Wu set, you could get this if you bought the PS4 Lego Jurassic World game. You could get the Coelophyses one if you bought the Xbox, I think. And then these polybags, I don't know, you could just buy them wherever. We didn't really get them in Australia. I had to buy all the polybags off eBay. Same goes for the Dominion one, which is this one right here, which was pretty cool. I got to add that to my Lego Malta setup, you know, so that's very cool because you could connect the two Malta sets. And then there was this 4-character set, which was our first look at Ian Malcolm back in 2018, and it's our only zipped up shirt of Ian Malcolm so far because his other one is undone. But I think we might get more Malcolm in the Jurassic Park set, so that's going to be super exciting. Let me know, are you guys going to get the new Jurassic Park 30th anniversary sets? Make sure to let me know in the comments below, and as always, like and subscribe and comment as I just said. And yeah, I will see you all later. Bye, everyone.